Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I hope everybody's having a blessed Friday this far. I'm so confused. I was saying in the group, I was like, Happy Thursday. And Sweet Honey had to correct me. And I'm like, oh, shit, it is Friday. I guess getting caught up with my shows and stuff, I definitely forgot the day or whatever. Watching Beauty and Black, man, I'm over it. Tyler Perry, yeah, it was bittersweet. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. Okay, it is for fair use for purposes, and everything said here is allegedly. Hey Galatians, happy Friday, sis. Hey Goddess, what's going on, little sis? Happy Friday. Hey Erica, happy Friday, sis. Hey Time Warp, happy Friday, sister. Hey girl, hey. Hey Deborah, hey girl, hey. Hey Samad, sis, hey girl. Hey Barbie, sis, hey. Hey Leslie, what's going on, sister? So the Ashlee Jenae story is spreading like wildfire. Hey honey, what's going on, sister? Happy Friday. It's spreading like a wildfire. And her friends have came out and spoken. Some are saying, her passion define what hold on, y'all. Make sure my guest. Okay, y'all, because I got Bree coming to the stage. I couldn't do this without Bree, but I got Bree coming to the stage, you guys. Hey, Miss Jamila. Hey, Vamika. Hey, Lashina. What's going on? Hey, Maya, baby. Hey, Giselle. What's going on? Happy Friday, sisters. Hey, y'all. Hey. It's spreading like, hey, Tracy. What's going on, Tracy SM? Hey, Queen Judah. What's going on? Hey, Lawrence. Hey, welcome. And I do want to say her past doesn't define what has happened to her. Hey, Lady Mysterious. Hey, sister. It doesn't define what has happened because, again, whether we like white men. Hey, Will. Drop your link, Will. Drop your link, bruh. Hey, April. Hey, LaQuanda. What's going on, sisters? And Gretchen. Okay, I love when y'all shout out Gretch. Gretch is fine. Gretch has been hibernating, baby. Gretch has been chilling. She's been quiet as I need her to be. Okay. I need Gretchen to be quiet. Girl. See how she don't get us started, okay? We've been fine. Let's leave Gretchen where she is. Hey James. Hey Simply Me, what's going on? Hey Jennifer sis, what's going on? Hey Fur baby. Hey Nika. Happy Friday to you guys. Happy Friday. TT, what's going on? So her past doesn't define her losing her life. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Even though it is a part of her story. And stuff. I really just want to kind of stick with the facts and what happened and stuff like that. Hey, LaDana, and simply stick with the facts. But I want to wait for Bree to come up to get her input on this to see about if she can give us a little eye opener about Joe and stuff. Y'all welcome Lawrence in the chat. You know what I'm saying, from the Mo 3 sector and all of my most 3 sector families. So please welcome Lawrence in the chat. Anybody new, welcome everybody in the chat. Beautiful. Oh, Bree, look how big she got.
Yes, Tootie.
Oh my goodness. Time ain't flying like that.
Yes. She just woke up.
Oh, look.
She about to get in
Hey. Oh, Bree, dang. It's making me feel old. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
Yep, she got big face.
She did. Y'all remember this? The baby that y'all, man, say Bree. I'm telling you. Them grand girl. Woo. Hey. If you got anything you want to share today, we would love to hear from you too, okay? Yeah, she said I got a lot to say. Okay, Bree, I think she's gonna take over your segment.
You already know, Tootie a mess.
So Bree, we got the Ashlee Jenae. I did see you on Instagram, you guys. I will drop Bree's number in the chat if you want a reading and things like that. Please get at my girl Bree. Follow her on TikTok too if I can get one of the mods to drop Bree's TikTok and her Instagram in here as well. I see you talking about Ashlee Jenae, and say her name. And you also said Nazia's name. Everybody, all the missing kids, all the kids that have been unalive, the people that's been unalive, such as your niece, Kata Scott. It's so unfortunate. How do you feel about what you're hearing about this case?
I don't feel no different than I feel in the rest of the cases. It's like it's a gift and a curse, you know.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse when you could feel and you could communicate with spirits and they could tell you things versus the physical world. Um, it just takes some people to understand and believe, and some
Joe
people.
is guilty.
Hmm. You said what?
Do you feel like Joe is guilty?
Oh, 100%. He is. For sure,
Yeah.
he is. 100%. And I stated things that these days I've been posting lately. What I say versus what people put on media, because I need to let people know who stamped that first, because it's like people take my stuff and go with it and maybe on media platforms and things like that. So I made sure that everything I see that's being said, I connected to what I said prior to that. So today I did that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And basically I said 2 days ago on live on Instagram and TikTok, I stated that he had crypto going on. I stated that he's known over there in Tanzania. I stated that definitely is well connected in Africa. Period. Um, Loves black women, especially over there. He's treated like a god over there. I also stated because of the money, because of the you know sometimes white devils is looked at a certain way. Here, so I also want that. Okay. I also stated that she seen something in his phone, you know, that she shouldn't have seen. That caused their argument. Another key point I stated was that somebody in a hotel at the front desk knows what's going on. That was brought to the light as well.
Mm.
Everything I said has been brought to the light so far. It's in the media news and stuff like that so far. A lot of people are asking me things that's new to me. Well, did this happen? This happened. And I'm just going to explain once again. I don't speak to spirits how I speak to humans. You know, if they decide, okay, baby, if they decide they want to come to me, then they'll come to me. When
Mm-hmm.
she came to me, in a radical state, and she didn't come back again. So she wants to come back again. She will. Um, she's very angry. She's not satisfied. She's displeased with a lot of things. She's feisty, and she's not comfortable in the room, and she's going to keep going to she doesn't even know where she's at right now, to be honest. Like she's
What?
I mean, she knows where she is. She doesn't understand like why she here. Like why am I here and not there? Like what is going on? How did I get here? Like she's being guided, but it's not enough for her right now. She needs to understand why did he do this to her. She needs to understand a lot of things. He has a big organization. He deals with the black web a lot. He's like Mission Impossible type of guy. You know, playing with credit card numbers and things like that. That's easy. That's nothing to him. That's like brushing his teeth. This is somebody that's been doing this for years, knows what he's doing, and he's treated a certain way because of who he is and the money that he flirts in. You know, a lot of wait a minute, Tutu. Come on. Come on. What do you want? And a lot of things over there. So for sure, they look at him a certain way. He has many connections. That's not his first time being in Zanzibar, and just like I said, just exploring Africa. Period. I definitely read him as well. His spirit did not like me at all.
Mm.
His spirit was actually to the point where I shut down on it because of the things that I see in the spirit of him. Um, when it comes to her, she had a business, and the business that she had, he backed her up in it. I put it like that. Um, definitely she discovered not just him. Even though I mentioned that she didn't just discover him, cheating and things. She's seen other things in the phone as well. Um, when they mentioned that she was an insurance policy, she was always the plan. Now, I didn't say insurance policy on it, but I said she was a part of the plan. She was already scoped out. She was an exotic dancer. He had a plan for her from day one. Um, she just wasn't supposed to catch on. I also stated this is not the first female he did this with. There's some things over in Africa he did with women that's not going to ever be heard or talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's really when it comes to that so far. But that's all I had for now. And I
So,
just, put it out there.
so when you and shout out to Brie, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to catch this, she talked about it on her Instagram, and also check out her TikTok. TT dropped that in the chat as well, and I dropped her number in the chat. Hey Keisha, welcome you guys. Hey Vanish, I see you guys coming in. Thank you. Um, you said it was something where you couldn't tap into him, correct? It was you
Mm-hmm.
tapped into him. What was it that stopped you from fully tapping in with Joe?
He had some dark stuff going on, and I wasn't about to fight it or attach to it. And it's too dark, So that's not something that you just lightly deal with. You have to really protect yourself a certain way and dealing
Okay.
with that. And people think that you only deal with spirits when they're transition. No, that's not true. People have spirits connected to them that are living, and the same way you have a spirit team and I have a spirit team. If I was to do some workings for you, on you, whatever the case may be, if okay, put it like this: if I was to do workings with you and for you, your team will work with me. But if I was doing workings against you, I'm fighting your spirit team.
Mhm.
So it's the same way when I conjure spirits. It's the same way when I go in that space in that spot and talk to spirits. So when I gathered his spirit, it showed me things that I didn't want to see. And it showed me things like, do you want to cross this road right now? And I didn't want to cross that road right now. He's not a regular dark. He's not a dark of a Jarvis. He's not a dark of, a regular something that's not regular, but people like that. He's a
Yeah.
different dark. He's a dark where you don't want to. He's not. I'm not gonna say he's not there because I know we on, social medias and he's not what they would say human, and I'm gonna leave it
Mm.
like that. If that
Um. So James Pryor said he thinks that she caught him cheating.
no, I said that she did.
She did. Okay. Dakisha said he brought her over there to unalive her. I feel like it was premeditated. Do you feel like it was premeditated? Because I feel like that for a second, Bree, that it was already
I
like
That's what I
kind
just said. I said he's been watching her
of. Mm,
since she was dancing. That's what I just said, and I said he had a plan for her. So he already had her lined up. I said this on my live and I said it just then on here. I said she was not supposed to find out what the plan was,
mm,
but she did. So when
mm,
she went in the other room, they had an altercation. She fought back. He unalived her. When
mm.
he unalived her, he was protected by certain people in Zanzibar. I also stated that the front desk, somebody in the hotel knows what's going on because they know him because of the understanding of who he is. All right, T. You just don't want me. You don't want me. All right. All right. Go ahead.
This
You can
part
say
ain't
that.
gonna take too much of Granny's time.
Yeah, because Tootie B, she ain't with it. Um, and that's basically it. So I don't really have much to say behind that for the people that's in Zanzibar. He's well known. Tanzania, I stated that on my live the other night as well. All of these things has came to me on my live prior to it coming out in the platform. So anything y'all asking me, I already stated this already.
You did.
Um, with that being said, I with that being said, I allow her to come to me. I don't call on spirits. I allow them to come to me how they want to. This is why I can't solve every case, because
Yeah.
every spirit's not going to come to you. Every spirit comes to who they want to come. When she came to me, I was up at which hour? It was 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:33 to be exact, and a door slammed. A door slammed. That was last night, but the other night somebody said my name. That's what it was. So she wanted me to know, but she's not going to sit still. She's going to try to figure things out on her own till she's settled and realize, like, okay, this is what it is. The good thing about her being unalived over there, they're going to kind of get to the bottom of it faster than it would in the U.S. That's what I respect about Africa. Some things is going to pop up. You're going to see some things, everything I talked about, for sure, coming up soon, like it's already doing. If she wants to come to me again, then I'm going to allow her to come to me again. But I will not call on his spirit. I promise you I won't. I got too much work to do with people. I have a granddaughter, and I have to protect us as well.
Yeah.
So certain things you just don't play with and you leave alone. Hey.
But do you feel like because it was two men in the picture, and I don't want to accuse anybody, but it was two men that kind of looked standoffish in one of the pictures when she was feeding the giraffe. Do you see anybody else involved, or is or is it just those?
Yeah, I do. I see another. It's some people from Zanzibar that's involved. That's the World Communication Connection that they have. They know things, and then also on his end, back in the U.S. So it's another Caucasian guy involved. He's not going to speak too much. He's not going to say too much. He's going to see how it play out. But they all are in on this. Unaliving is just something over in Africa. You could probably get away with easier than with somebody in the U.S. But when you bring somebody from the U.S. to Africa, that's a whole different ball game. Like I said in the last, my last video, get the laptop. It's crypto, it's all types of stuff, it's black web, it's everything in there. But I don't see nobody getting that. I see that being destroyed. I see that being erased, because that's where everything is at.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Is Joe going and I do feel like somebody over. I think he got, with money comes power. And he's involved with a lot of elite people. Of elite people. And it's dark entities when you're in the elite setting. I don't know when people are gonna wake up to that, but it really is. Will she get justice, Bree?
Not to the degree that we want. The justice is not going to be to the degree that we want. You remember I said you don't tap into certain shit. Yeah. You don't tap in some stuff. You just leave alone. You know what I mean? When you are doing rituals and when you are doing things of sacrifices and stuff like that, that normally is with the delights. That's what I call them. Because that's their lane. We all are spiritual people. I'm put it like this: we all spiritual before we physical. You don't have to be gifted like me or have a veil like me or chosen like me. You can see for yourself through his eyes what he is.
Yes.
So imagine what my level is seeing versus what everybody can see. So again, everybody watches everything and everybody watches everybody. So protecting who you love is always more important than making a point. Yeah. And that's just how I feel about things. It's never that deep for me to, make stuff validated or whatever. Too, you'll get cutting up, validated. But I don't feel like I need to go but for so far. Like I said, what I seen that came to me without me even trying so hard, some shit you just leave alone. Now, as far as her getting her justice, that man
Mm.
Yeah. So she gonna get some justice, but it ain't gonna be the way everybody want it to be. I'll put it like that.
Mm. Mm.
And
So
for her body getting back to the States, that's something that could be a done and bun. Here's two reasons why. He has money. She has money, but it's no longer her money now. It's not a problem getting her back to the States.
what's the prolong mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do to help who you connected to.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This man is powerful. This is a very I'm not speaking power into him, so I'm gonna just say this man is known. This man is well known.
Yes.
This man is well protected from his type of kind.
Yes.
So yeah, we gonna prolong, and then money is power, like you said. So the connections over there, they going do what they do.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
You know, the woman over there is given to him like that, and some of them flock like that based upon the money,
Mm.
the power that they see, that they think they has. I'm never speaking power over someone that I don't feel as though deserve it, so I'm not speaking power over him.
Yeah.
I'm not just battling her. I'm battling two other cases right now where the Wilmington case with the little girl. So I'm dealing with spirits 24/7 outside of me doing spiritual work for everybody else, and dealing with spirits in my home right now because they heavy in my house right now because they are coming in and out like water based upon. Y'all gotta understand that it ain't always the authority that solves nothing. So I think what spirits get angry is that when it comes to people like me, they try to speak through me for them, and nobody wants to believe or understand. Sometimes this is the route you have to go, and it'd be too late once you get
Mm.
it, because now you done set away for authorities for months and months and months, and they ain't doing nothing but tell you the shit I already told you 18,000 months ago. Not just me, but other mediums that's on my level, you know.
Yeah.
So when you choose to forget who you are and not believe what it is, you don't waste the time on these babies.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
Go ahead.
do you do so I see that I got a live that I'm gonna play in a minute. One of the ladies from Zanzibar is speaking out and saying that she didn't pass away on the 10th. She actually passed away on the 9th. So
Um,
they're saying that they're catching Zanzibar up in lies, the authorities and the medical
First of
team.
all, you're never. I'm gonna just say this: you're never getting an extra room, and somebody has access to your extra room without you opening the door.
Facts.
If somebody doesn't want to be, she wanted to be left alone from what she's saying. She didn't want no part. She was trying to call somebody. I don't know if it was her mom, her friend. I pick up a woman, and I keep picking up. Maybe it's her mom, but it was a woman. She's trying to contact home. She was ready to go. Um, I mentioned, and I keep bringing up, whoever that person is in that hotel is with the shits with him.
Mm.
Front desk, somebody in there, manager, somebody's in there with the shits with him. Um, Once she was in that hotel room, that Ben was a crash out moment. One thing about him, he in his head, he's God.
Mm.
Yep. You ever see them movies where they're like, I'm God, like they open their arms and like, what was that movie called where he was like 8 personalities and something?
Yeah.
And he climbing walls and shit,
Yeah.
and he had them girls locked up and whatever. He's like that
Mm.
because you see how he was able to climb a wall. That was real. If you put your energy and your strength into things that you know you can do, you can do it. You can move shit without moving shit. We don't believe that because we dumb, but you really can.
Split. Split. The movie
Split.
Split. I am
That's
Tiffany
him.
just
That's him. I'm God. You understand? And that shit is real, you know. And don't forget to mention, when you in Africa, you get tapped into some other shit too, because we are strong and powerful people, and sometimes we do things for money. You understand? So you love Africa because you get to do your shit over there more than you could do over here in the U.S. And you're getting worshipped a certain way. So that's basically it. And as far as her being transitioned on a knife versus, was that the 11th?
Yes.
I don't pick up the dates, but I do pick up that she was there longer than 24 hours.
Hmm.
I picked that, but it wasn't. If it wasn't for who found her, it would have been longer.
Wow.
So whoever found her, they messed up. They wasn't supposed to do that.
Hmm.
And I also stated that people heard what was going on in there.
Definitely
So
heard that.
yeah. So that's
Dr. Doc said felt the money. Dr. Doc said felt the money is the power, but the love of the money is the root to all evil.
yes, it is. Money is something made up. Here's the thing about it. Uh, money is the root to all evil when it comes to people, but money is light. Money is power. Money is healthy. Hey. But
Yeah.
the reason why I say that is because money comes from trees. Money comes from Mother
Mm.
Nature. They
Yeah.
chop trees down to make money. That's when the evil comes in at. The power is always in it, whether it's good or bad. But it becomes evil once you make it into dollar bills and hundreds and fifties and tens and stuff.
Yeah.
So
He
yeah,
said
money is the evil.
he said the US to Tanzania currency ratio is major.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people are starting to go to Tanzania. That's the new wave right now, as far as going to trips and stuff. Zanzibar, that's the new wave right now. You know what I mean? It's becoming a population of like the new Miami, but just in Africa. You know what I mean? So
I
that's
seen a
a lot.
lot of is other people going to be held accountable, or is this really going to be like
Of course, there's other people gonna be held accountable, but it's a lot of things that's gonna be covered up too. Like I said,
mm.
she's gonna get justice, but it ain't gonna be the justice that you're looking for.
Maisha said money is also energy.
Yes, it is. Everything's energy though, but the way whatever you touch is energy. But
Mm.
this depends on how you give the energy.
Mm. Dr. Doc said think of money is known as currency. It has to continue to flow because of the energy from the trees.
There you go.
Ooh. Bree,
Hey,
thank you for your insight. I love you so much.
I love you
Thank you.
too.
I knew you was gonna bring it. Can y'all continue to drop Bree's Instagram because she did definitely do a reading on Ashlee, you guys. So you guys could see it first over there because it's some things that you did say that in that because I was there and it definitely hit the surface, you know, that he frequent Tanzania, they like he frequent Zanzibar a lot, you know, that wasn't his first time.
But you
And
gotta
that he,
pray for the females that's in Zanzibar too. For our black women that's over there that has been in dealing with this, or the women that has been, how can I say, under his spell. The women that has been over there that I see that don't have a voice or doesn't have a voice at all anymore. Wink, wink. So this just, again, I need y'all to understand. This is just a U.S. woman. That's what only thing that helps that happened to be in Zanzibar, and this is why it's making the platforms that it's making the worldwide. Because if it was just a woman from
and so
Zanzibar,
what yeah.
you know what I mean?
So if it was just a woman from Zanzibar, it'll be nothing.
You won't hear about it.
So when this was premeditated, was it just premeditated off of what she found, or what was really Joe's purpose of taking her life, Bree?
Money, insurance, money, and what he was into. You know what I'm saying? All of that. It was premeditated. Like I said, it was programmed from day one. Like he was never in love with her. It was everything she wanted. Everything she wanted to have. And he gave it to her. This will make you happy? Here you go. You can't see what I'm doing? Here you go. This gonna keep you looking like this. And she knew. And some people might be upset with me when I say this. She knew some of the things he was into. But we don't like to be diverse. We don't like to, you know. And then some of us as young, beautiful black women, we want things that who don't want the princess life. You know what I mean? So you willing to accept certain. I'm not saying the dark side of what he was doing, but just little small stuff. Accept things in order to get the lavish life that she wanted. I'm not saying that she didn't have a life like that, but it's easier when somebody's giving it to you. So when she found out about that, it wasn't so more than not just finding out what she seen in his phone about her. It was about the women. It was about what he was doing with the women. Remember, I told you, I said in my last video, trafficking. I said that. So that's just it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. So she say she wanna come again, and then I'm gonna let her speak again. But when it comes to him, I'm not saying his name. I'm gonna say him because like I seen things that y'all will never see, and sometimes it's just good enough to leave well enough alone.
Did you see? Okay, real quick. I know you don't want to say his name, but has he done this before?
Yes. 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 That's what I said. This is not his first go around. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do things over in Africa versus to do things in the U.S. It's not his first go. You know who you need to get in contact with? The ex-wife. Let her tell you everything.
How do you? Did you see anything with her or anything like that, Bree?
If she pressures enough, she'll talk. If she pressures enough.
Tootie is cutting up. Tootie, it's okay. I'm right. Let you go. Bree, I am gonna do the David and Celeste today too. Can you do a reading on David and Celeste? And I'll share your Instagram or your TikTok when you do it.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second because Tootie is like really not feeling nothing right now. You said what again?
I'm gonna be covering the David and Celeste story too. Is there any way you could do a reading for that?
I don't even know that story.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I don't know that story. Like I said, like when spirits come to me, it's just they come. That's why I don't. You're not gonna see me catching every story, talking about every story. Right now, the stories that only comes to me, and the spirits that comes to me is the young lady from Wilmington, that was unalived over in New York, Ashlee, and that's it right now. If it's another one, I can't think of it. Oh no, the baby came back to me. That's what it was. The baby that was unalived last year in Maryland. But other than that, if they come, they come. If you sent me something and I seen it and I could pick up on it, I'll gladly enlighten you.
Yes. Please keep me up with the Ashlee story. But did the ex-wife come up in anything that you were sensing from Joe? Did in Ashlee's story, did it come up any kind of way, the ex-wife? Or
she didn't come up in a way that I feel like she has something to do with it. But if she does, I didn't pick it up yet. But she does have understanding of who he is as a person and what he does get into. So basically, what I'm saying is she's not surprised.
Okay.
You know.
Well, thank you, Bree. I'm gonna get into these videos. I appreciate your time. I'm always honored to have you and your thoughts up here. That was a lot to take in. Definitely was a lot. But I know that everything you did say about this reading, it definitely started hitting social media sites after. It's almost scary, for real.
I just gotta back myself up these days because it's like I don't look for payments and stuff, but I'm not gonna allow nobody ever again to like take credit of something I do, and I handle spirits and I deal with spirits. You know, people do things for, you know, they platforms and for, like, you know, just to get the media, like especially the news. So I'm no longer allowing that, and this is why I back and date my stuff now. When I do my own lives and my, and, you know, my TikToks and Instagrams and stuff, because it's real and it's not. It's really time for our people, period, to get to know who they really are instead of taking this religion shit so far and not understanding that anything you do is because of spirituality through religion. Um, because this is when you listen to the mediums that really know, or high priestess or anything. When you listen to these people that really know, like me, you could kind of save somebody faster instead of waiting for authorities to take their time to do a job and go home to their families. And then you got to do the footwork yourself when it's your family, you know. So when we wake up and understand who we are as a collective, then things will get solved faster. Like me having this live with you or me doing my own, they see the shit. But 9 out of 10, everything I said is going to go trickle down a lane, and then it's going to be too late. Well, Ashley's situation is already what it is, but for her situation, it's going to be everything I said, and then they're going to say it, and that's what's been going on. So I'll be taking from everybody that sent me stuff, adding my stuff to it. This is my time frame. This is their time frame. Nothing's going to change in spirit. One thing I say, and I'm going to always say this: I don't believe in humans. I do believe in spirits. I believe what spirits tell me. I believe what spirits show me, and they have never steered me wrong. I'm not going to listen to a human because humans lie. Spirits don't lie. Spirits want answers, and they want some type of healing, and they want to go ahead and walk that realm how they need to walk that realm. I don't have time to sit and talk to nobody but them, and they don't allow me to anyway. So, and that's it. But you know, you just gotta protect you at the same time when you're doing this type of stuff, because it gets dark and it gets serious, and that's just real. Like, you know, we sit on these panels, we could pull up documents and court statements and this and that. Everything that's gonna be in there is gonna be what they already showed me, and they get angry because they like, why are you not doing what I told you to do? That's how they get.
Yeah. And Bree, do you see okay, so she said because they said the autopsy was done, everything's done. Will they be able to bring Ashley's body back to the state?
I believe they will. Um, they're gonna figure it out, and it may not be in a fashionable time frame, but they're gonna figure it out. Um, a lot of people are gonna help out. A lot of organizations are going to help out. I feel like some celebrities are going to get involved as well. But they're going to bring her back. But right now, there for some reason I keep picking up it's a tassel and bringing her body back because they're demanding so many things to bring her back to the states, just to like clean some shit up a little bit. They gonna send it back though, but they want some shit cleaned up before it come back. Her body come back.
Leslie said, from my understanding, Joe was still in love with his wife.
Could have been. I don't know too much about Joe because
Yeah.
I'm not seeing who. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about that part. I'm not
Right.
speaking that part. I'm not tapping into that part. See, it's easy for y'all to say things versus what I see and what I know. That's a whole different situation. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave him, his wife, his family, where they at. I speak on his wife a little bit because, again, I spoke on her and said she's not surprised.
Mm.
She's not surprised with a lot of stuff that's going on.
Wow.
She's she's an ex-wife for a reason.
Bad. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Tootie Boo. Thank you, Bookie Boo. Look, they said first said Tootie threw her hand up like, okay, y'all, bye.
She over it. Like she
She
is
definitely
over it.
did. She definitely did. Keep me updated, Bree, and whatever you got going on, send it to me, and I'll be with you.
All right, love y'all. See y'all
All
later.
right, love you too, Bree. Thank you. I'm gonna drop you down, Bree.
Okay, all right.
All right, Tootie, bye, Tootie Boo.
Say bye bye. Say bye. You gonna say bye? She acting funky.
She
That's
is. All
what's
right,
up.
Bree. Have a good day.
All right,
Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
Up.
Tootie ain't having it, y'all. Tootie is not having it. Tootie is not having it at all. Okay, you guys, I want to show you guys this video. Shout out to Bree again. I dropped Bree's information in there, in the chat. I definitely believe Bree 100%. This is dark. She said she didn't even want to touch on Joe. He got some dark entities behind him, and she said she just want to stick to what he did over there in Tanzania. And what's crazy is that Bree said that 2 days ago, and then it drops yesterday that there is video footage, allegedly, of Joe going into Ashlee's room. Mm-hmm. Of Joe going into Ashlee's room. Lionel B actually talks about that. Yeah, the Queen. I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back to Queen because I didn't upload that one today. I didn't upload that, but I do want to get to Open Book. Open Book, drop Open Book's link too. She's a content creator on YouTube. Shout out to you, Open Book, and also shout out to the Deep New York News and Criminal Villains for covering the Ashlee Jenae Chronicle Speaks. It's also somebody I follow that's been talking about the Ashlee Jenae and Lionel B. He's new, and it's a lot of people talking about it. That Tisa Tells for sure. Tisa Tells on it. Yes, Bree has a YouTube channel, Jamila. TT, if you can keep dropping Bree's information on TikTok, I'll drop her number again. Just drop Bree's and drop the Deep New York News, drop Criminal Villains, drop the Open Book, okay? Drop those in her. Keys News Network also has been touching on this. And y'all know Keys is off the hook. He's definitely funny, but he's been serious on the Romika Meeks case as well, and also touching and tapping into Ashlee Jenae. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Let's get into this video, y'all. Open Book had a guest from that has a friend that has a friend. And the friend says that Ashlee didn't pass away on this day. Mm-mm. And that's what Bree kind of stated, okay? Y'all, yeah, TT's dropping it. They're dropping, just drop Dr. Doc's and Bree's information, Open Book. And while I play this video of Bree's, you guys, Open Book, I'll try to drop some links in there too, because someone please put Bree's information, contact for reading. Hold on, here's her number for the reading. I don't want to time nobody out. I almost blocked somebody. If one of the mods can copy this, just copy this number and keep dropping it for the people that need it. Oh, shoot. Let me see. What is her contact information? Jeez. I had it. I think. Okay, I was right. Sorry, y'all. Here I come. Here I come. Thank you, Time Warp. Miss Parker, do you think he would get charged knowing he has connections over there? And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Bree, I think she's gonna get justice, but I don't think it's the justice that we're thinking. Thank you, Time Warp, sis. I appreciate you. That's Bree's number, you guys. Right there is Spiritual Bree just on TikTok, or does she also have a YouTube? She also has a YouTube. She also has a YouTube. TT, I think you got Bree's YouTube. Can you drop Bree's YouTube in the chat? Thank you, Candy sis. Appreciate you, sisters. Thank you. I think TT got her Instagram and everything like that in her YouTube. If not, I'll try to drop it in between. But I want to get into this live because I want to touch on Celeste and David too. Because it's about time. It is about damn time that they got David, especially after all the sick concerts and the caskets and stuff. Thank you, Miss Trina. I appreciate you and welcome. Okay. Hey, Giselle, you better stop saying his name. You see, Bree didn't want to touch a girl. You know, Bree touching it on a different realm, though, Giselle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Bree. I just want to stick to Zanzibar and stuff like that for sure. But this the video, y'all. I want to get into it right here. Let me share the screen.
Welcome to the Open Book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone had a terrific Thursday, y'all. We are almost Friday, almost to the weekend, okay? I am looking forward to it. I'm a little busy today, and then this evening, cooked by who was a little late, a little early. My daughter was in the kitchen. You know how when you're teaching certain things she wants. So just had dinner, and my husband and I were watching this documentary with Ricky Smiley. I think it's The Unsung, if y'all have heard of that. That was on, and it was really good. So I said, what time is it? I didn't realize it was 8 something. So hopefully everyone had a great day today. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Okay. Let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Buttercup, welcome. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being first in the building. I appreciate it. Hey, KG, Summer Mommy is in the building. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that, sis. You are beautiful too. Okay, Buttercup said, welcome everyone. Greetings from Patterson, New Jersey. Okay, I appreciate your support. You are always here. Thank you so, so much. I know it's a lot of lives taking place, y'all. And I don't know if y'all saw the short that I just with David, the DVD. He was just arrested for the murder of Celeste Rivas, the young lady. And y'all, it's been a long time because now we do know that Ashley's parents are traveling over to, Zanzibar.
Yeah, so the parents, the family of Ashlee are trying to get over there to Tanzania. They do. The medical report has been in, but they don't know what it is. They just don't know. They haven't given them what they need to hear yet. And Bree stated that they're pussyfooting around. They don't want her family to know. Hey Karen, what's going on? I see you coming too, Karen B. 80s baby. Hey sis. Hey Patrice. Um, Bree said that in her reading as well on Ashlee that they're gonna pussyfoot around, and now that she said that 2 days ago, and then yesterday they say, "Hey, we got the medical. They got the medical. Everything. What's going on?" Now the family is waiting. It's like they're, like I said, pussyfooting around to give the family what they need because they got to come up with, cover ups. They got to come up with cover ups. You get what I'm saying? They have to come up with cover ups to cover their ass from the lies that they've told because of the money that's been taken. And we also been hearing about the workers the workers in the villa. And when Open Book shows this map on this video, they was really, really far away. And Tisa Tales even spoke on why was that person trying to get in her room. Shout out to Tisa Tales. Because remember, I said that. When I heard the story and Deborah was reading an article to me in the Discord, I said, well, what would make somebody try to open somebody's door? Because whether or not I say come back, why would you automatically touch the door and say, oh, she's got it locked. Let's go get a key in management to open this door. The GoFundMe has been reached. Hopefully, Ashlee's parents get there fast. Absolutely, T Mills. Happy Friday. I couldn't imagine what this family is going through. Absolutely not. The money behind this man.
Leah, in regards to this. Now, something that she wanted to clarify. Hold on, y'all. Because it was a whole lesson on yesterday. I was like, see, I'm for it's Zanzibar. okay, Zanzibar. I'm for good teaching, but she said just to is the continent. Okay. Then she stated that uh, uh, Tanzania is the country, the island. Okay, because some people were just saying Africa, and it's so general because a lot of people that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something.
So we got somebody great hit Open Book's panel, and shout out to Open Book again. I enjoyed this commentary. And if that's true, they open the door and they see her struggle. Why didn't they run right to her and help her? Candy said they don't just come in your room, even if she did tell them to come back. Absolutely. Hey, Shank Rabi, y'all make sure y'all drop Shank Rock's link too. And also, if that's true, she said, come back and check on me in 10 minutes. Why would she be saying that? I said the same thing. And thank you, Charlotte, for the super stick. I appreciate you so much. Happy Friday to you. I appreciate you. She said, is that because she knew she was in danger? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because remember, Bree just came up here and said, whatever she seen, she knew she contacted somebody and she wanted to come home. The family needs a representative to go over there to investigate. I agree. I agree with you 100%, James. I do. I very much so. Hey, I'm a baby. Happy Friday, sister. I 100% agree with you, James, that they definitely need a private investigator over there. I think it's been so compromised over there with the money situation, Joe, because remember, Joe frequents this place. It's not the first time, y'all. Joe is known by these people, and maybe whoever she told to come back in 15 minutes was suspicious, and that's why they entered the room. But I thought she got the charger. Why would you hang yourself in the dark? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Betty sis, but you got to think. She said come back in 15 minutes. I don't know if it was a check or to get the charger, because remember, she got a charger. Hey, Latasha Jackson, happy Friday, sis. She got a charger from them. I don't know if it was distress or anything in her voice.
Y'all make sure you tap that like button. Thank you so much.
Hey, Takisha, baby. Thank you, Belinda, sis. Thank you.
Okay, and so she gave clarity for that as well. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate her breaking that down. But she's been getting inside information. And so I wanted to share some of the info that she's on Quiz Live. We're going to watch just a portion of that. Also, I wanted to share Shanitra Speaks just did a video, and some of Ashlee's friends are starting to speak out. And let me pull up my live. I want to make sure, because sometimes y'all.
And the friend did come out. Shanitra Speaks. I got that live too. Where she speak out. How do y'all feel about the friend? Because Shank Rock did play. Shank Rock did play that live as well with the friend speaking out, saying, "And what if Joe didn't? You guys, and stuff like that." And I'm signed with the friend. I don't care what Joe did for my friend before that day. I don't care what Joe did. We're not speaking good about Joe. Joe went MIA on the family. You went MIA on the friends too, because my best friend is my family. Another question is Joe cool with the owners like that over there? So cool they were willing to cover up for him. They did say that Joe is very connected to the owners over there, James, as well. Thank you, Miss Jamila. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. They did say he has connections over there, and that wasn't his first time visiting that villa prior to that. So yeah, the friend sound like she wants to be on the team. Yeah, we're gonna get into that too.
The comments on StreamYard get stuck. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at the comments. I don't want people thinking I'm being rude, but you know how you get that feeling like it's more people in here that are probably chatting. And on StreamYard, for some reason, the comments have stopped after Buttercup.
It says, April said, in my personal opinion, Ms. Parker, I feel like the girl was trying to get with her dead friend's man. She found out what was going on and was going to leave, and she would have exposed him. I believe that too. The friend definitely, it ain't what a friend does. I guess everybody's different. I'll just say I wouldn't. They showed the owner of the resort, and he is a YT man. He definitely has done this before. Yes, you don't just get comfortable with strangling somebody out. That's for sure, and murdering them.
Okay, so child, I was not being rude. I just
Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it.
this is exact ago that he.
Let me see if I can find it.
He's Somali. We're not in fans of her, but according to a close source, even though the police.
Hold on, y'all. Let me find this timestamp where she's speaking.
In 24 overhears the conflict and reports it to hotel management, adding that the couple had been arguing repeatedly since their arrival. April 8th, same day, 2026, evening, management.
Okay, now let me pause for a second. Remove this.
Look at the
Okay,
villa.
now
This is
just
the
to kind
villa.
of give y'all a visual of this layout with the villas. Okay, she was in at the bottom. If you look towards the bottom of this map, this is a map of the different villas there
He was down here.
in
Ashlee was down
Zanzibar.
here at the
She was in
bottom.
25. Specifically, which one of those? But it
Joe
shows
was in the middle.
you like this is 20, 28 or 26. It's down there at the bottom, kind of left. Okay. Then, if you notice going up north, okay, he was in 65. Okay. So that is walking distance between the two. They're saying that is like 8 to 10 minutes in between the two villas. Okay. So you have to pretty much walk from one to the other. Okay. So to kind of give y'all a big
Visit Villa 25, confirms a domestic conflict and decides to approximately an 8 to 10 minute walk away to restore peace and avoid disturbance from disturbing other guests. April 8th, hotel attendant Iran visits Villa 25. Ashlee acknowledges needing service but asks him to return in 10 minutes and borrows his phone charger that provides the charger and continues to Villa 24 and 26. April 8th, 2020.
that I still wonder about is this whole charger situation. Okay. Now,
Me too. I definitely wondered about that. Tamitra said, I heard the person she asked the charger for was spraying some type of insecticide on the grounds and rooms. Maybe she told him to come back, meaning he could come back to spray after she left the room. That's interesting. Unless he done it before, what Latasha Jackson said. 10-minute phone charge will not do nothing but power your phone to make one call. That's true, the queen. That's true. And I totally believe he went to Ashlee's room. It could have been why he said to the employee, come back in 15 minutes. It could be. And it is alleged, if y'all go watch Lionel B, it is alleged, and I do gotta let me read this to you guys about the news clip that I got really quick. Because we know that what's done in the dark comes to light. Let me read this to you guys. It said the velvet curtain falls. Joe McCann freezes as police unveil a critical video captured from a hidden camera. Footage allegedly shows him appearing in the room of Ashlee Jenae at the fatal hour, ending all attempts to buy justice. The investigation into the death of Ashlee Jenae in Zanzibar remains ongoing, with authorities continuing to examine all available evidence surrounding her final hours. As previously reported, Ashlee's been traveling with her fiance, Joe McCann, when a dispute between the two reportedly escalated at the resort. Staff intervened and separated the couple in different rooms. And shortly afterward, Ashlee was found unresponsive and later pronounced dead. Officials have not yet released a definitive cause of death, and no individual has been formally charged. Recent claims circulating online have focused on the existence of a so-called critical video, allegedly recorded by a hidden camera. According to these narratives, the footage is said to show Joe entering or being present near Ashlee's room at a key moment. However, it's important to emphasize that no official authority has publicly confirmed the existence, authenticity, or content of such video. An active investigation video evidence, if it exists, must undergo extensive forensic validation, including verification of timestamps, device origin, and consistency with established timelines. Interpretations that such footage definitively proves involvement or intent remain speculative. Without confirmed findings, in legal and investigative context, presence alone and verified does not automatically establish responsibility. Authorities rely on a combination of corroborated evidence, including forensic results, witness testimony, and digital analysis before drawing conclusions. At this stage, no official conclusion has determined that Joe McCann engaged in criminal wrongdoing, nor that the video evidence has resolved the case. The death of Ashlee Jenae remains an open investigation with key questions still unanswered. Remember that, with key questions still unanswered, as officials continue to seek verified evidence. Wasn't it reported that he was the one to find her? Let's go. Ain't it? Because we got the news media saying, hey, it's just speculative. But at the same time, the death of Ashlee remains an open investigation with key questions still unanswered, as officials continue to seek verified information. So I'm with you. Did he or did he not? Who found her? The staff or him? Because I thought 1 minute the staff found her, because it's the same staff that she told to come back in 10 minutes. Why would Joe be there at that time? Doesn't make sense.
I can't say for sure, but this was just a red flag to me in him. Now, remember, he's telling this to the police. She's not there, okay, to tell her side. But allegedly, she's walking around. I'm curious to know also, why did she say come back in 10 minutes? Like, where was she going? Where was she on her way to? She has to be separated from her boyfriend, fiance. Why is she just walking around outside? Okay, where was she going, to the pool, or where was she going? But she told him to come back in 10 minutes. Now, before she goes back, she's saying that he basically stated, allegedly, don't know too many attendants that's just walking around with spare chargers in their pockets. Okay, now, hey, if y'all have met some, let me know. I just haven't. Like, I can see them having, they're walking around asking for, do you need some help? Maybe some spare towels, okay? A little snack bag or something like that. But I've never heard of them just having a random charge. He leaves
And I'm glad that she's pointing that out because a lot of this doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It's like 1+1 ain't equaling 2. So I'm glad that open book opened it up to say that. It just that charges just
He goes off somewhere else. Now she's gonna continue into it, but I want y'all to clock that and think about that, okay? Because that was like another potential red flag for me. Okay, let's continue.
No response at all. Approximately 20 minutes later, as per authorities briefing, the attendant returns to Villa 25. He knocks, no answer, no lights inside. Using his emergency duty key, he enters the darkened room and he hears a thud from the direction of the wardrobe.
So that's who we need to hear from. She said when he came back up on return, he used his main key, and went in the room. I don't care who has a main key, and I said, come back. If I didn't answer that door, that does not give them a right to come in the room. What else was said to this maintenance guy? Candy saying, what did the staff think? She would harm herself. Exactly. It's more to it. What was she in distraught? When she said it, what else did she say? Oh, let me get the charger. Come back in 10 minutes, okay? After a heated argument. Y'all know how long it takes to calm down where the staff has to separate you? Where the staff, y'all did this in a public. Thank you, Tama, for keeping your green jacket for 9 months. Thanks, sis. Think about it. Where you have to, you getting broke up like a street fight. How long, if y'all ever been in a real confrontation where you have to be broke up and split up, it takes a long time to calm down. Hey, can you give me a charger? You come back in 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. She said, not for real, because what if she was naked or something? Don't walk in my room. Absolutely. It just don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Tisa Tells even spoke on the same thing. I said it. I said, what made him just check her door to see if it was locked? That don't make sense. Usually high-end places have charging situations in a room or in a common area. Absolutely. Dr. Doc, absolutely. Even the Holiday Inn does. Hey, knee plans. Happy Friday. Thank you for pointing that out, Dr. Doc. I mean, come on, y'all. We got to put our thinking caps on her. I really want to know, what did she say to her mom about the fight? Me too.
Okay, pause.
And I'm going to pause there too. Okay. Now, this young lady asked for you to come back in 10 minutes, okay? But you came back 20, okay? That's too long. 10 and 20, that's a big time difference. Okay?
Big time difference, open book. Big time difference. And like, I'm with Goddess. She could have been in the shower to calm down. So you just touching her doorknob to see if it's locked. Let me use my key. Also, who goes on vacation with no charger? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, my thing is this. I'm in this room by myself. Obviously, the people kind of know that I'm by myself because y'all have had to separate me, right? Now, you know that she said come back there. They have been asleep.
Thank you, open book. Thank you. Sharon said he's trying to help herself from hanging, debunks her unaliving herself. Who said that? Where they come from, Sharon? Or are you just speaking in general? Like I'm with open book and Goddess. She could have been asleep. I said that. Right. But there's plenty of times where I've been in a hotel room. I'm active just because the lights ain't on. I'm in there active. I just don't want the lights on. So I'm saying, and let's not forget in the dark. Absolutely. Oh, her lights off. Her door's locked. Something's wrong. Let me use my key. Did you go get management or did he use the key? Which one is it? I thought he went and got management and they came and got unlocked the door. Why now is it saying he unlocked the door? He used his main key. Make it make sense, y'all.
In her PJs, or if some people want to sleep naked,
Yeah.
she could have done so by herself in her own villa. Why in the world would you take your emergency key or master key and enter this villa? This young lady was not telling you to come on in. I would hate to go stay at a hotel somewhere and they come up there because I didn't call downstairs for some towels or something, and they come up there and I don't open the door and they just use their emergency little key or master key and come on in. You don't just come on in if she hasn't come in.
That's the point. You had no business going in her room, Sharon, is what we're saying. Now the butler left. Well, hell, what's the butler doing? What's the butler doing going in the rooms? That's even more suspect. What's the butler doing? Who was the person? Now, what's the butler doing using his spare key going in the room? It don't down. I got some questions. Hey, DC the Purple Diva. I did a video on this yesterday from the soft light perspective in DV of us. Okay, the Purple Diva. I'll make sure I'll run that through. I'll play that. I want to play that. Let me make sure I note that too. DC the Purple Diva. Thank you, DC the Purple Diva. If y'all can drop her link as well, okay? So what happened to the guests that were next door? Did they hear or see anything else after they were separated? I really think, and that's a good question, Passion. I really think Joe might have been there maybe to talk, and that's why she came back. Because how many times we got into it with our partner and then make up. Did he want to make up though, Candy? That's the question. I'm not saying that. Because she was on the live. So where's the making up? You get what I'm saying, sis? Where's the making up part if she unalived herself? Why would social media influencer not have her charge at all times? Absolutely, the queen. Thank you. I would have been going back home after that fight. And I think that's what she was trying to do. Bree said it as well. Bree said she was really trying to get out of there. When you travel overseas, their outlets and plugs are different from US. You have to purchase a plug adapter to bring with you. So I could see why maybe she needed a charger. Okay. Thank you for that, Tamitra. No need to put me in a separate room. Okay. T-Mills, thank you. I appreciate it.
About the thud noise until he got in there. So that looks a certain type of way if you're just entering her villa and she has not said anything to you.
Yes.
She hasn't told you to come in.
Exactly.
And she's by herself. That's a red flag. Okay, Mr. Charles said if she was in the original villa, why wouldn't she have her charger? Exactly that. That is so true. Hey, Hood Classic. I thought they said he left to go get a charger, and when he came back, she was in the closet hanging. No, he gave her allegedly he had on him.
Because y'all got to think she's a blogger. And y'all don't think we're checking those things? Y'all, when I'm on the road and I forget, when I forget a charger, something I might don't remember to bring, but instantly before we really get on that highway, I say, hey, Shank, stop at this store. Even in Memphis, stop at the nearest store. We stopped in Nashville. I need a charger. We got as far to Nashville. I need a charger. The butler is one who used his main key in the thud noise. He went into the closet. But what was the butler doing again? Using his key. Thank you, LaDana. Using his key to go in, period. Like, my space is, when I rent a hotel room, that's my space. Even the maids, if you don't have that, we know if you don't have that do not disturb sign, but still, if the room is occupied and stuff, that's why they got to knock. And if you don't answer, then the housekeepers come in. But this is not housekeeper duty time. Now I'm trying to see the butler of all people. The butler. Not a housekeeper, not somebody at the front desk or anything. The butler. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So he's all the way from the kitchen. He all the way from the kitchen. You mean to tell me he all the way from the kitchen? I just use my spare key to go in. No, no. I'm sorry. I ain't going.
Without no phone charger, he took it. He didn't want her to get no help. Who do you think took it? The fiance? Purple Paradox said, I thought about that as well, OB, but the way Joe has acted is a red flag. Maybe him and the person were in on it together. Okay, because we got too many people being that there may have been video footage erased. Has anyone else heard that? No, that one I haven't. The only thing I've heard about the video footage is that there may be some video footage from the hotel.
And that's going to be very telling. And if that video footage is blank, it does say that Tanzania plugs are not the same as U.S. plugs. Okay, thank you, Dr. Doc, which Tamitra explained that, and I appreciate you guys looking into that. I do. However, upscale vacation villas and hotels in Tanzania now feature universal outlets. Thank you, Dr. Doc. I travel with battery packet extra, housekeeper, housemaid, butler, whatever they are called.
Okay, so I'm hoping that, but what's so funny, y'all, I had recorded this as a live premiere earlier. Why? Every time I'm glad I went back to listen to it. Every time I talked, y'all couldn't hear it. It was silent. And then every time I played the video, y'all would have been able to hear it. So I said, I just do it live. I was like, I hope it's not like in the Tyrone case where you have video footage from the hotel and it records over itself. Okay, like we want to make sure y'all have everything on the footage. KG Mommy said, did y'all see that picture on the field? Yep, I have.
And we're still talking about somebody who has a lot of money. Joe has a lot of money, whether he lost a lot of money or not. He still, hey, swag, sis. Thank you for being a member for a year. Thank you, Bookie. Love you, sis. It was said that they had been arguing the entire trip because he had a woman over there and wanted her to be cool with it, but she was not having it. He's been there before. It was her first time. Absolutely, Tamitra. I heard the same thing. And I asked the girls the other day before I went live, I said, what would make me mad? I said, I want each one of y'all to say, on a beautiful trip like that, what would make you that angry to where you had to be split up from your significant other? And before they said anything, I said, a woman. Another woman. You just proposed to me. Even if I catch Shank texting a woman, I'm losing it. You done brought me over here to this beautiful place. You done did all of this, and this what you really do. Like, it was another woman. I feel that. I think he wanted a prenup, and she found out he was also what? Girl, by what? What black? Bisexual? Allegedly. Lord. Exactly, probably why his ex-wife is his ex-wife. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, he got caught up and she went off. Me too, Candy. I agree.
See that. You could see someone's reflection in the glass as well. Okay, right, Buttercup. The way it sounded, hey, Betty Keisha, the way it sounded is he had a spare on him. But this is something, y'all, when they're doing the investigation, they need to look to that. Was his charger there in the room? Okay, because that's a way you'll be able to tell if he's lying. See, people gonna forget little details. If you're saying that you gave her a charger, she asked you for a charger, and she went back to her room, then your charger should still be there, sir. And why did you? Let me keep going because I'm getting ahead of the video.
Y'all catch that? Ashlee Butler back. Butler established Ashlee and Joe were initially in Villa 25. The hotel received a complaint call from Villa 24. Stated that Ashlee and Joe had been in a romantic argument 4 days in a row.
Said they have been into it 4 days in a row. Demetra said that, Black saying he's bi. TT said, wait a minute now. Facts, another woman, nope, I ain't going. Absolutely. He puts his hands on me for the first time. I want to leave. Absolutely. He had told to the employees in that hotel, putting her in a separate room. He could have been trying to stage an alibi. Absolutely. I agree, Maisha. There's another person involved that caused that argument. Something sweet, I agree. It was stated that he was sleeping with some of the local women, and maybe she found out. That's what I'm thinking, Patrice. That's what I'm thinking. Just a thought. The ex-wife was very successful, and her relationship was more private. Even the cause of the divorce is unknown. Absolutely, Dr. Doc. Very unknown. Unknown. You hear me? What's romantic about an argument? Absolutely nothing. But now they're saying they have been, this didn't start at Zanzibar. This started at the Villa. It started at the Wildlife Villa. But this young lady was not as private and was publicized more for social media. Maybe he didn't really want the, and I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Joe was very jealous. I think Joe was very, very jealous. I do, Dr. Doc. I think Joe was very jealous. A woman, we can get a pass, everything else while we're over on. Yeah. We're not putting up with it. Ex-wife is, she's an executive at Nike. Absolutely. She's over a lot of stuff. She's over a lot of stuff. Her hands is in the cookie jar too with a lot of stuff. Okay, I thought about that. Joe to love a man over sharing more money. I said it. What would get a woman more mad than anything on a beautiful vacation? Another woman. Shit.
But on this particular day, things had escalated to the point that it just, they had to call security. The hotel located Joe's villa, which is about a minute away. They're separating them. The butler Ashlee asked her, do you need anything? Ashlee says, I need a charger. The butler says, cool. Gives the charger, gives it back to Ashlee. The room.
I don't know what happened to this video. I don't know what happened to that video, but you guys make sure y'all go check in the open book. I don't know if it stopped there and she started another one. I don't know exactly what stopped there, but I do want to get into this one really quick with my girl Shanitra Speaks, and then we're gonna get into Celeste T. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
They added to each other's lives. Consider that. We don't know what happened. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying allow the cards to play out. I knew Ashlee. I didn't know her to do something like this. So I might be leaning if something happened to her.
Let me read y'all comments. I think he needed help for clout. She was beautiful, black, well connected, and he knew she would make him look good. Absolutely. She didn't do this to herself. I think whatever happened, Joe knew she wouldn't have had a problem getting another man, and he snapped. Plus, the whole area is known for grapes. If it wasn't him, it was definitely someone from that area. All staff had emergency keys.
Separate room. A few hours later, authorities say she was found unresponsive in her room by hotel staff.
Again, the new information today, officials say they are holding Joe McCann for questioning and are holding his passport.
And that's what gets me. I get that they're holding Joe for questioning and restricting. If y'all already said, hey, Miss Parker unallowed herself, why are they holding Shank's passport? The friend is weird for saying she is DC the Purple Diva. I said the same thing. Why are they, if y'all already said this is why she passed away, this is her cause of death, it's suicide. Why did it take the U.S. Embassy to get involved for you guys to take his passport and start questioning him? I get them questioning him about, hey, what led up to it? What was the argument? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Is he South African? I've seen other comments saying, I heard that black, but they said he's very frequent there. But I'm just asking, if y'all already came up with this, she unalived herself, why take his passport and he's still being detained for questioning? Not even like locked up, but why?
There have been new developments in the case of 31-year-old Ashlee Robinson, known online as Ashlee Jenae. More information is starting to come out that's adding clarity to what led up to the tragedy, including.
However, the unalived woman's parents claimed to their daughter's fiance only alerted them to the tragedy 11 hours later and has since been vague about what happened. They also said they were struggling to get clear updates from Tanzanian authorities while challenging the idea that their daughter didn't unalive herself. Dr. Doc makes a valuable point. He said, I can see them messing with podcasts. The ex worked for Meta and other platforms. They might be holding passports to save face because a lot of money has been passed a lot of hands, so I could see them holding me. Passport is a Band-Aid for us. Explain, Dr. Doc. From what I've seen, his best friend traveled everywhere with him too. Who were the other people with him? I heard that black. He's not fleeing like he thought. Jail was not in his plans. It wasn't. Money buys, but not everything to an extent.
What led authorities to believe that Ashlee was responsible for her own death, a claim that her family and friends have said is hard to believe and are now calling for a thorough investigation and the hotel camera footage. And part of the reason for that is because a resurfaced post from Ashlee from February the 6th of 2013, Ashlee made it clear that ending things was never the answer. So her friends say that there is no way Ashlee would have done this. Now, according to reports, Ashlee was initially taken to a private hospital and later transferred to another hospital where she ultimately passed away. So initially, when Ashlee was found in her hotel room, she was conscious, she was awake, but then she would succumb to her injuries.
Hotel guests reported a romantic conflict between the couple, prompting management to move McCann to a few hours later.
I received a phone call from Joe. He told me that Ashlee did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital.
And I think it was Tisa Tails. If not, I'm sorry about my mistake. But they did say she had a ring on. And they did say it was blood on the ring. If it was blood on the ring, means she was scuffling. Meaning that once Joe did what he did, or whoever did what they did to young Ashlee, forgot to clean up everything. It's like he's in Haitian jail. He's not pleased. What I don't get is how was she unalive when they found her. But then after being taken to 2 different hospitals, she ends up unalive. What did they do to her is my question. Absolutely. Because 1 minute is she's fine, she's going to be okay, is what Joe said. After that, Joe went MIA. Maisha said this case is very dark. I feel that there is and could be some traffic going on here. They could be protecting him, throwing off the investigation. Lady Mysterious said money is power. Belinda said his money isn't moving. Dr. Doc said that was to hush us up for the moment. I agree. So he's being held in jail or just out and about. He's out and about for now. But I go with what Dr. Doc said. That's just to hush us up. Got to make it look good until the end. So what they took the passport. He said, so what? They took the passport. He has resources and may not have to pay a dime while the investigation is going on. Money equals power. And that's what we got to stay with, y'all. Joe was full of money. Whether he lost $100 million, he still has elite connections, okay? I'm surprised the other women haven't been bought up from there. Could have been one of them too. I believe so.
And that he told me that she was stable.
After receiving treatment at 2 hospitals,
That's
Robinson
true,
was
Laura.
declared deceased. And she died noting an unidentified mark around her neck. But Robinson's family not accepting that.
Never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself like that.
Yeah, it was another autopsy, Belinda.
She was happy.
Authorities are still questioning McCann and confiscated his passport while they wait for the medical examiner's report. McCann has not responded to a request for comment.
Now, in addition to this, someone claiming to be Ashlee's friend has also spoken out. In fact,
They said, let's demand that Zanzibar drop the CCTV footage from the night that led up to Ashlee Jenae's untimely death. We are asking for true, full transparency. There's definitely evidence in that room, and they will try to cover up any evidence on her body. It's really sad. She make herself look like she want to be next in line. Silly as brought. They definitely taken her organs. Why she left the hospital exactly? Why did they move her to another hospital? That's questionable too. Yolanda said, make sure her organs are still there, and that's a fact. Let's see the footage though, Zanzibar. Let's demand the footage. Drop my girl Shanitra Speaks link too. Thank you, TT. I see it. I see you on Samad. Thank you.
she's now had multiple friends speaking out. But this one particular friend, she is alleging that Ashlee's fiance has ghosted her family while still having time to update his social media. So although the fiance is not speaking to Ashlee's family.
What was the friend that said, let's not accuse Joe? You must be a distant friend. She said, this is the real friend. Mind you, he has ghosted the family, but has plenty of time to update his social media accounts about crypto, AI. So where is this friend? Because you can't be my friend. You can't be my friend. They can edit footage and take out everything they want to take out. His money would have stopped the second autopsy. Well, I don't know, Belinda, because we're talking about, you got to think, we got the U.S. Embassy going in. The U.S. Embassy's coming in. And now statements from the medical staff is being, six, especially considering her past background. Did Ashlee pay for this trip? I don't know.
According to this friend, not providing them with answers about what happened, she says that he still has time to be active on his social media account, including changing his profiles, which is only adding to the confusion surrounding this case. And another alleged friend is also speaking out, claiming that Ashlee's 45-year-old fiance was under federal investigation in financial trouble and on his way to prison. Now, in a post, she tagged Joe on social media and she wrote,
she said, Joe Joe McCann was on the run for fraud and under federal investigation for his illegal crypto activities and went completely. And I don't know what she was about to say. She said it repeated Joe no longer has money and was being investigated. But come on, we know friends. When you in a highly placed window, we can't think that you're not borrowing and you don't got those connections to, hey friend, they can do that. We got friends we could borrow a couple hundred from or something like that, but we ain't got friends in big places that we can, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not looking past anything. What if the girl's claiming to be Ashlee's friend was Semi Joe and that's like one of his girlfriends? I don't know. Right, that's no friend. Go to the first comment, Miss P. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can see it. On this video, if you talk about on the video, it said regardless if the boyfriend physically harmed her or not, he's still responsible. It was his responsibility to protect her while they were on vacation. Thank God I have friends for 20 years plus that would never be okay with letting something like this fly. They said that so-called friend needs to just shut the F up. He most definitely unalived her. Why is she more worried about Joe and not her friend? Hold Joe accountable. I don't trust her friend at this point when traveling. Make a post saying I'm not feeling suicidal. I love my life. The friend is suspect. Is that what you're talking about, Dr. Doc? It's repeated. Joe long has no money and was being investigated. Joe paid everybody off, the police resort, employees, and everyone who could place him with her at the time. They're just going through the motions. Yes. And Belinda, you gotta remember who Joe know how to finagle with numbers. At cryptocurrency, Joe know how to change some shit to get some money. Y'all, Joe was in that type of shit. That's crazy work. When you go back and read Iggy Azalea's post about the scamming. And if you know what scamming is, I can make things happen. That's crazy work, because if he cared about Ashlee, he would have sent for the parents and make a way to have her body shipped when it's time. Absolutely. It shows the love. He didn't love her. At the end of the day, he's protected and stay protected. He's not getting charged with anything. Why would Joe be on camera proposing if he had a woman there? They probably argued over money. They said Joe frequented there. We're not saying he had another woman come there. I'm thinking, they said he was messing with women on the island. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know, Belinda, to each its own, and, what's done in the dark eventually come to light. I can't say. So I'm going to say allegedly. He should be 51. He was born July 26th. Yeah. Look, Patrice doxing him. Patrice said, here's his information. He is 17 years older than her. He was trying to rebuild his image. Yes, it starts with TBH, right, broke or still not, has elites behind him. She probably sleep with him too. No, in your comments, 1 to 6, my theory. Say it again, please, Dr. Doc, for me, please. Hey, y'all. Hey, Brenda Lee, baby. What's going on? Happy Friday, sis. Joe's a regular over there. This is his first time doing something. Is this his first time doing? Bree said in her reading, no. And when somebody murders so easily, it gives me that you've done that. You've done it before. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that they all have, but to me, at that age, you've done it before. Hell, me hearing about murder throws me. It sends me into nightmares. It just throws me. But I get what Belinda's saying too. You know what I'm saying? As that, you got to play devil's advocate in this. He done that before. I feel that too, Francis. I do. I really believe he's done that before. I do.
He was on the run for fraud and under federal investigation for his illegal crypto activities and went completely broke. All of his financial channels and everything for him. He was about to do prison time for his case in Miami. Now,
and
of course,
somebody had doxed Joe way before this. Somebody had doxed Joe a long time ago under her comment section. Hey, Country Day, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Somebody had doxed him way back when they was telling her like he's gonna unalive you, don't go with him and stuff like that. They doxed him and they said that he was scamming and that he was under investigation and stuff. So, you know, yeah, we might do blogging, but we go through our comment section for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing that we can't say. She didn't see that. She didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? It was too much. They was blasting too much about his illegal activities and things like that under some of her pictures. The friend know what she's doing. She's trying to get her new body teeth back, and she wants that life. That was his devil's playground. I believe that.
There's no information to suggest that he is currently under.
Because Belinda, I'm gonna say this, Belinda. Think about it, Belinda. If you go into her post, this is nothing since she's passed away that they're saying Joe was a scammer. Joe did this. Joe did that. You know what I'm saying? No, this is being said about Joe. These things have been said about Joe when people were saying he's gonna unalive her.
Federal investigation are facing prison time. But if more information comes out, then I'll keep you updated. So that's not to say that what she wrote and is stating. Now, someone did question if she was truly Ashlee's fan or if she was just doing this for attention. And then in a post, they said, not your friend. You just want people to come to your page so you can make some money. She replied to the post with question marks, and she uploaded this photo with her and Ashlee. Now, there has been a lot of public speculation online.
This girl in this picture always bothers me. It's something about that girl. Why she ain't like everybody else? Everybody looking up. Everybody in this arena is looking up. You can look at that picture and see everybody but her. And look at those sinister eyes. That's why I titled this before and I forgot to retitle it, Sinister Secrets. Sinister Secrets. Theory considering her past behavior, they will try to say they argued. 2, separate rooms. 3, had makeup sex. 4, got out of hand. 5, he was scared. They're going to try to cover this up. That's a good theory right there. That's a good theory, Doc. Yes, Joe was involved in Ponzi schemes and being investigated. Can you tell everybody what Ponzi schemes is? Time Warp, please. She had 2 accounts. One of them has been deleted. Who has that kind of access to her? Interesting, Demetri. Hey, Paris, what's going on, sister? She looks jealous. Yes, yes. She looks jealous. And somebody said you can lose a lot of money in crypto and you can make a lot also. So I don't trust Joe. Absolutely. It's something sinister. And when I seen it, me and Time Warp was on the phone because I wanted Time Warp to look into Joe. I said, sister, I need your help with this case. Look into Joe for me. You know what I'm saying? See what you can find because sister's on Twitter. I see that picture. I said, Time Warp, why is she looking at him like that? I don't like this picture. It's something about her. And boom, in the comment section, that Ashlee, why that girl looking at you like that? She said, well, y'all know I don't be paying attention. I be into my own world. Because soon as Bae showed me that picture, I'd have been like, you know, we different. But we different. Hey, Precious sis. Joe probably tried to run her pocket. She probably cussed him clean with his ass because he was definitely going broke. But Belinda work at Microsoft. You don't learn this. He knows a computer. He knows how to switch numbers around. He knows how to make something into nothing. That's when you come with scamming. That's where the word scamming comes from. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But who? You know her? Even if we left the arena, do you know her? Because why are everybody else in this picture looking in the sky? But she's like, I'm here too. I'm here too. She might have been one of the against the type of dating. Could be. Ashlee was the main chick, point blank. She was laughing my ass off heavy on the turning around. A Ponzi scheme is when you get money, you promise somebody an investment bank, and you don't follow through with it. The white girl looking like she recognized Joe. She know Joe. She know dear Joe. Okay. Because if it was me, I would be like, so do you know this shit? Even when we got home and he showed me, like, but somebody noticed it. When Ashlee posted the picture, somebody said, why is she looking at you like that? Do you know her? She said, y'all know I be in, and Ashlee's response was, I be in my own world. Y'all know I don't be paying attention. But that's when you got to pay attention. I be in my own world too, but I'm watching everything. His eyes go. They eyes go. Have the ex-wife spoke out yet? No, Francis. She looked like a side chick. Side chicks have to be absolutely Demetra. She know her place. He might have liked black women, but hey, and she don't look. I don't know if she's hot, if she's tan, or if she's I don't know. I don't know if she's tropical, but she look like I'm here too. I'm here too. She ain't got that attitude like. But she looking at him like, yeah, I'm back here. They always do us like that, child.
Suggesting that Joe may have been in financial trouble, with some even questioning if there was a life insurance policy taken out on Ashlee, or if this luxury birthday trip that turned into him.
Somebody said that about Sanji, mentioned the travel insurance for sure. That was Sanji. Sanji said she got her travel insurance and it was 10 million. Or either a million. Travel insurance would have helped her out, especially if you're unalived overseas. She was too focused on luxury, and her abominable Snow King was plotting to unalive her overseas.
Proposing to her was staged because it ended with her being dead. However, none of those claims have been verified by any credible sources. At this time, authorities have only stated that Joe is being questioned as a witness, despite reports that he was together is at his passport. As I said in my previous video, then he is unable to leave. But they have also stated that they do not currently suspect him of any wrongdoing. Now, it is worth noting that Joe did have some publicly reported financial challenges. According to reports, his fund was accused of losing significant value and drew criticism online because, of course, as you know, he was. So unfortunately, his firm took a hit. He later addressed it himself, stating that the strategy was no longer working and that his firm would be shifting away from those trading approaches. And
I bet it would, because April and Tom were both said where he takes investment money with no way for the investors to receive any money back from the investment. That's a Ponzi. We don't know if he had offshore accounts. We don't know. Yes, I've gotten insurance when I went out of the country before, just in case. I've gotten at least $1 million. Watching everything. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And moving towards longer term investments. But again, there has been no confirmed link between his previous public financial issues with his firm and what happened in Ashlee's death. And if you're not familiar with his background, I did go into more detail in a previous video where I broke down his role as a CEO and crypto investor. So be sure to check that out. Now, I do want to switch gears and speak about Joe because he was previously married. Back in 2018, his wife at the time made a post celebrating that they had been married for 1 month. And in addition to that, Joe also made a post on March the 15th, which would have been like a year later of 2019, congratulating her, writing, "If you have any idea how hard she worked on this, you'll be overly proud. I love you for this one," in reference to her helping bring more visibility to the search for Black Girl Magic on Google. So there was even an article that was written about it. So he was just publicly celebrating her at the time. I wanted to highlight this because others have brought up questions if Joe would typically date outside of his race, although that doesn't necessarily answer what happened to Ashlee. Now, in addition to that, he did eventually move on, and he had been with Ashlee had children from his previous relationship. And what we know is that Ashlee, on the other hand, did not have any children, and that she had expressed at times her desire to have mixed children. That has caused her to receive some backlash in addition to the previous. Now, Ashlee, previous social media activity, some of her posts have been under scrutiny because many have felt that she may have felt a certain type of way about dating Black men, but others are saying that her posts have been taken out of context and that you have to review her whole account, her replies, everything in its totality in order to get an idea. Now, if you go, some of those tweets are no longer there. So people are having to repost them, said been
No one's saying it, so I'll say it. Ashlee may be an influencer now, but everyone in Miami knows she was a stripper. Joe met her at a party. She was literally working the pole, and she danced in his section. And ever since, they've kind of gone around the world fighting in luxury hotels for the last year and a half. This wasn't even the first time they became engaged. It was the second. It's also not the first time the police were called to break up one of their fights. He is currently the subject of a financial crime investigation. He was taking profits from investments that were actually at a loss for years, and got caught out there for doing it. He's rich, janky, older, and has a massive power imbalance with her, and in my opinion, picked her because of that. Who knows what happened that night? May she rest in peace, and may her family find the truth. But this was 100% a very openly sugar baby on steroids situation. Source, I know them personally, and we also have mutual friends. How do y'all feel about that? You're welcome to meet your baby. How do y'all feel about that? They said, I know them personally. So they're saying that Joe was basically a control freak. That she was well known. We know she knows Kevin Gates. For sure. So she was in the elite world in a different space than Joe. What's a sugar baby? A sugar baby is somebody that's like years younger than Joe. She's way, way younger than Joe. I see, not confirmed, but yes. So this person said, we're not, y'all know her as the influencer. I know her as a stripper. I know that Joe met her at a party, and they have been going through this. Like, he's been putting Ashlee through domestic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she thought she had her Prince Charming. Oh, okay, LOL.
Of the posts that have been highlighted is one that said, y'all got to stop putting white men on a pedestal for finding Black women attractive. That was on September 3rd, 2015. Of course, this was prior people present in today's society. And And then she also said, I wish y'all would realize and acknowledge how beautiful Black love is. And she made a post that said, honestly, I've dated white guys for as long as I can remember, but I've never bashed Black men or belittled them while.
And you know what? I think in today's society, when we date outside of our race, it's a problem. The same way that white women have a problem when they date Black men. It's the same for us. And we all know as Black people, we have the most to say about a little bit of everything. We do. Right, much different from the ex-wife. Probably looked at her like property and showed his dominance for the things he did for her. Absolutely. I agree, Dr. Dot. And that's food for thought. Anything is possible at this point. It's going to be a lot of people talking on her name, good and bad. Rip Ashlee. So Ashlee accepted Joe's sadistic ways and what he's into. I mean, you know, we think we know people we date. Look at a lot of people that, you know, date men that got a evil side to them. That doesn't mean that I accepted his ways. We just know how to mask it. People know how to mask things in life. You get what I'm saying? People know how to hide shit. I've seen so many movies and so many true crime videos of where the wife didn't even know her husband was married, had other kids, and another lifestyle. You can hide it, Jamila. Facts, Ms. Parker, I get hated on. We do. And now that they're showing this side of Ashlee, like, this is just my preference. I feel like she was hated on due to her preference. And probably looking at it like Black men, I know in my sector, Black men very much so disrespect Black women to a degree of disgust. So when we choose to, I don't want this, is that bad because she doesn't want to date? She feel like Black men are something that she just, and not saying that all Black men, but we might be in that stance where we don't even care. We don't even care. Sugar babies are young females who date older rich men. Lifetime movies show movies of them for years, and most of the time it didn't work. Anna Nicole Smith, absolutely, Renee, absolutely, Renee. I'm sorry, that's true. Ms. Parker says facts. I agree. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? All money, it ain't good money. You hear me, Tamitra? The ex-wife brought food to the table. She could have been more reserved. And may have been less needy. Ex probably knew what he was doing, but her exit plan was still set for success. Absolutely, Doc. I agree 100%. Ash was a hustler, point blank. She made her bag on her own. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And you know, that's why I feel like I really want to know Joe's motive. Joe had a motive for Ashlee. He did. But why is it okay for Black men to date YT women, but it's wrong for us? But you know they do. Black men, I don't judge the Black. I don't ask questions, not judge, but definitely ask. Cause I done seen some fine brothers with white girls, and it always come, we too nagging, we're too loud, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've asked. We nag all the time. We want to argue about all the time. You know what I'm saying? We don't like to listen. You know, if you see one, just ask. This and you know, you might get those answers, Candy. I don't know.
Doing so. So again, a lot of people have come to her defense and have said you have to take everything that she said, and went on to social media and said, I'm reading reports that Joe was detained, but I find that hard to believe because he just
said, and remember what Doc said. Doc said at this point, hey Natty, hey Big Mama, hey Nurse K baby, what's going on? Happy Friday, Bookie. As Doc said, Doc put down those theories. He said, yeah, of course they're going to say they took his passport. They want us to be quiet. Of course they're going to say they detained Joe. Again, they want us to be quiet. Here, this will make them shut up. Tell them we got them questioning. We're questioning them. How you question me? If you already determined and wrote that down in your report that that's the determination, what y'all questioning me for? Y'all dropped Nurse K's link. He cleared his Instagrams too. And why did he only leave up that picture of the ex-wife? She said, I'm reading reports that Joe McCann was detained in Zanzibar, but I find that hard to believe because he just changed his Abby on here to something less creepy looking. And so the PR narrative begins. Right. We got too loud in the matter of yes. Bree said Joe motive was money. It just feels there's more to it. You know, when it's money, it is always what did Diddy and May say? More money, more problems. More money, more problems. Right? More money, more problems, sis. He's a billionaire. Why does her family have to raise money? I said that. And everybody, I had people saying, well, why would she want their money? But before then, we got the friends saying, hey, y'all quit accusing Joe. You know, y'all don't know for sure. So if Joe is cool and Joe is clear, you can spend all this money over here. Get your girl back that you just proposed to. That just unalive to herself. Yeah, I know. My own brother only dates YT women. He says black women don't listen. We talk too much. His YT baby mother left him for a YT man that didn't allow her to deal with her mixed kids. I seen that happen. I seen that. Okay, was they had two resorts or just two different resorts? But they said if you go back and listen to Open Book, the woman from over there that got the information was saying that they said they had been arguing for 4 days. So this had been going on before they got to Zanzibar from the villa. Maybe what he needed that money for is an ultimate motive. Did he want her money? I can flip it. If you like Shank said, Shank made a good valuable thing. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Shank on this too. Because his breakdown is different than mine. And he brought up some good points. He was like, what if he told her he could flip it? Will she know he's in this kind of business? I could flip. Give me 50,000. I can bring you 100,000. I can bring you 250. Hush movement for U.S. and Tanzania. Maybe what he needed that money for was an ultimate motive. Ulterior motive. Absolutely, Jennifer. Absolutely. YT women talk a lot too. It's not just black women. But that's their perception, Jamila. We all do. But they think like that. If you talk to one, you already sub to Nurse K. Thank you, DC the Purple Diva. I talk a lot. My mouth can be too much too. And she said it. Ashlee even said it. And that's true tomorrow. Ashlee had that type of money as well. Ashlee had some money. She didn't have Joe's money, but Ashlee got her bag. She definitely was getting to her bag. Now, when you in a spot, what they say when the tax money come in, what's the first thing yo do if you ever been in a hood relationship? Back, let me hold 2,000. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to bring back forward. Let's not act like we ain't seen them kind of relationships or been in one. Because they done fucked up their stash money and they want yours, so they come to you with that. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to double it. Look at Tanzania and DV. Also, their corrupt police. Absolutely, Nurse K. Facts. She had her own bag. I think he did want her money. Yeah. They be trying to flip the tax. Come on, as soon as it hit, they already got the plan before you even get it, Purse. Babe, okay, so you know I got that nigga up right there. Daryl going, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna give it to me for the low. You know what I'm saying? I'm a double. Come on. All he needed was a little comeback. Yes, and that made the sister said too much too fast. He didn't like her responses. She was used to getting and not giving, especially to him. So they was arguing for 4 days, and she still accepts a ring. Seems it was for the gram. And Joe Budden didn't like it much either. Not Joe Budden. LOL, they do say that when you're in the hood, do say it will double it. Laugh my ass off, let me flip it. They don't think. She was around celebrities and in videos, etc. before she met him. And that's why I said she was elite in our world. See, he's in the elite of Elon Musk and all of them, the big wigs. She's over here in the hood of the big wigs, the Kevin Gates, the Boosies, and all of them. You get what I'm saying? She's in our elite lifestyle. Our elite lifestyle is a bit way different than theirs. They keep asking, baby, when them taxes go in so I can flip it for you. Girl, you hear me? I wish a MF would come to me at this big age and talk about some flipping. Okay. She definitely would go off about her money. Yeah. Cause you thinking that's when that mask come off, Jamila. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are your millions? Like, you know what I'm saying? She probably read and he ain't no telling what he said. Cause we gonna go with our man. The Elons. You heard me? Nurse K, you better know it. Why y'all think they was up right in that Senate House fighting hard as hell? Get Elon the fuck up out of this White House. He ain't on nothing. What y'all think they want him out of there for? Wanting Social Securities and everybody's Social Security number. Did y'all ever think about that? They was up there. The Republicans went against it. Now he got to go. Now. Well, everybody got together on that one. He got to go. Why is she looked online and then realized what everybody was telling her was true? He was about to go to jail for money fraud. And are we going to listen to our man when we really trying to build if she really was on that? And I think she was really on that with him versus listening to, media is going to make it look like this. I agree, in peer pressure from the elite, we just never know. Absolutely, Dr. Doc. I'm going to flip it. Yeah, we just never know, April. You know what I'm saying? Is all I'm saying. You going to listen to your man. Like, he's in the limelight for these big companies. Babe, the news is going to say things. They're going to say I'm in debt. They're going to say this. But I really need you to trust me. Okay, babe. That's crazy how the news media does it. Babe, you see how people saying stuff about me to you and our relationship. I'm sorry, Miss Parker. That's not elite lifestyle, a video vixen or stripper or played out facts. I'm saying if you could sit amongst Kevin Gates and Boosie, because I can't. To their world, that's elite lifestyle. Is all I'm saying, Renee. That's an elite lifestyle. We got paid and hopefully get VIP. She was there. Both black and white people have the elite people. Her mask did come off. She wasn't having it about her money, and if that's what they was arguing about, because you ain't flipping shit over here but this ass. Oh God. Okay, TT said it ain't flipping nothing but ass over here. Candy said because Joe had that kind of money that could be talked about and never seen it. She had the money that we could see. I want to look up the dates and numbers surrounding this. Yeah, do that, Nurse K. Do that, and I'll wait for you to speak on it. I want to hear that. He probably said, I spent all the money on you, and you're saying no. A lot of us are guilty of listening to our man when we got people speaking facts in our ears. That's true. Ashlee didn't care as long as she was getting what she wanted. She didn't care. She stood on business about her money. I started into this 2 nights ago. I want to hear your thoughts, Nurse K. Ashlee was, she was what? He lost money, but losing his money ain't the same as our broke. Hell nah. That's what I said too, Dr. Doc. People got to think about that. We lose 100, we lose. When you lose 100 at the casino or you done bought some lottery tickets and then win a dime, your ass is hurt. And the first thing we do is complain. I knew I shouldn't have did it. Ooh, I knew I shouldn't have. This motherfucker lost 100 million. 100 million. He's losing investors. So yeah. Hey, Lisa. It's more and more crazy stories. This world is sick. It is, Lisa. If I lose 20, I'm hurt. You heard me? Nurse, man, we complain when we got to go buy groceries with cash. I'm in the line. I ain't lying. I'm going, let me see if somebody pull an EBT. Hoping somebody pull the EBT card out so I can like, that's losing. She said, shit, I'm hurt over 20. Okay, because I lose 100, I might fight you. Hell, I'm shaking the venom shit. You know it, Dr. Doc, ain't we? Hey, excuse me, you work in maintenance. You do. My chips and candy bar got stuck right here. You shake it. Oh, thank you so much. Because we know we gonna go to HR losing. Who's over this? Because I need that. over what, $2 and some change. We ain't gonna be at that HR department complaining over that $2 and some change. Okay? So yeah, make sure you flip your letters and your curse word. Okay? But yeah, y'all go over there, check the rest of Shanitra Speaks. I don't want to play sister's whole video, but shout out to my baby right there. That's my girl, Shanitra Speaks. This is gonna get deep, and we don't know. We really don't know. Tisa Tales also. Make sure y'all drop Tisa Tales. She's dropping some hellified receipts. And Lionel B. Do Lionel B too, y'all. Lionel B is over there discussing stuff. They're getting receipts. Lionel B got an email from the villa saying, they wasn't here when that happened. Take us off the list. They wasn't here at the wildlife resort. Okay. He said, okay, my bad. Okay, I've never been on EBT, but I ain't never slid that damn card, okay? We all sliding that beach. Shit, I'm looking for that dollar I lost yesterday. Okay, Daddy, you heard me. The Epstein files. He did it, I believe it. Yeah, he did that. It's the motive now. It's the motive I'm focused on. He did that. And again, they know how to move money. They know how to move money. Hello, daughter? Huh? Go to the one down at the Civic Center. Oh, go to Walmart. Go on and go to Walmart for theirs. Go on and go to Walmart. Okay. Okay. I told you they would. Daughter, I'm going to call you right back. I'm still live. I'm in my last segment. Okay. That's my gossip, y'all. She don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? Nisha's my gospel, baby. Being sub to both Tisa and Lionel B. Okay. Y'all drop these two. Tisa Tales and Lionel B, you guys. That's all I want to drop. Thank you, TT. Drop Lionel B's for me. And drop Nurse K's link too. Tanzania still won't release her autopsy. That's what I'm saying. But Dr. Doc said it. He said, Dr. Doc said, and I had Bree up here, the spiritual reader, and Bree was saying they're trying to finagle the family. They're trying to get their ducks in a row, what they said and what they put out versus what the autopsy is saying. But at the end of the day, will Ashlee truly get justice? That's the question. April said, I sat there and got sad when I sit there and lose $2 on the scratch off. Yeah. Word on the street is Joe knows everybody at the resort. That's what they said. That's what they said to me. Word on the street is that he knows everybody at the resort. He paid a staff to flirt with her to start fights so he can go see the local women he usually be with. Justice for Ashlee. Ancestors, do your job. What up, Rose? Drop your link, Big Rose. Salute to you, y'all. Salute, Rose. Happy Friday. Hey, Pooh Love. I found out my best friend paid $60K for a card game entry fee, then lost another $60K. I was so mad at him. I cursed him out and said he could have given it to me since he... Man, you heard me. Hey, Trill Pill, what's going on? Also, drop the Trill Pills link for me, guys. Make sure y'all go follow my Mo3 Sector family, okay? And welcome them in. Let's stop going to these countries we don't know anything about. We ain't even safe over here in this country. You already know. Y'all already know it. The only lions and tigers and birds I'm gonna see is at the zoo, or either stuffed animals that my grandkids, my grandsons and granddaughters got laying around. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna listen to what's the name? I'm not scared of lions and tigers and birds, but I'm scared of loving you. Shit, wasn't that a good one for this? What's her name, y'all? Jasmine Sullivan. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and birds, but I'm scared of loving you, man. Absolutely. You heard me. Drop a link too. Shit. But y'all go follow Shanitra Speaks, okay? They got David. Jazz. Thank you, Miss Jamila, girl. Yes, you on to it. Listen, not safe at all. I'm with her. I'm with sis. I ain't going over there. I ain't going nowhere. I don't care if somebody give me some tickets, baby. Take plenty of pictures and videos. You know what I'm saying? I wish I nothing but the best over there. Good luck. How about we are taking people in from America? Not me. Only coming to America I'm watching is Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. Thank you, but no thank you. I don't want to see the motherland. I'm fine reading it in books. And when I don't get, hey, I can always use my imagination. The only safari I went to was in San Diego. Okay, Black. That's it. And I know how to do my own safari. Shit. I'm cool. But they finally got David, you guys. I don't know what took so long. Doc, don't mind me. It's the wig. I have a passport for 7 years without one stamp, and I'm cool. Yeah, you heard me. I'm good. I'm good. Hello, Miss Parker. What if she was collateral damage? She had a big loss, but still proposed with the ring and trap. I said that too, Shanika. It was one of my speculations. Because I'm just speculating, y'all. I really don't know what happened, but I just know Joe's guilty. And I do feel like people was paid off. I feel like that too, Shanika. My daughters go by herself. I'd be so scared. Yeah, my girls just went and got their passport. I told them we talking about life insurance policies now. And nobody wants to have them conversations, but I'm telling y'all, we can't stop our kids from going nowhere, but we do have to keep this shit in mind. Like, would have never happened to mine. That'd be our problem. Not talking about safety precautions and things like that. Hell, Anna Kepner went with family on the cruise, and look what happened to her. Her own brother raped her and unalived her. They said her vitals were stable. Why did they? That's exactly the point. Nurse K, was she dead in the room? Because one minute they saying she died in the room, then the next they said she was dead on the 11th. They said nah, shit really happened on the 9th. I don't know, Nurse K. Everything about it is questionable. From the staff, from the banana worlds, the bitches with the bananas in the basket on top of their head. Everybody's questionable. I didn't even want to go to Philly. My sons do not like going only when we have to. Lisa Wilson, I don't like going nowhere. You hear me? The owner of the villa is the other man. They detained him like Joe and arrested 10. That's what I'm saying to me. Just what they say, y'all. They said they arrested 10 other people. They arrested 10 other people. Hell, I'm in the house before the sun goes down. Damn another country. Hell, fuck another county is what we're saying. You hear me, Miss Jamila? When we go out, we go to the other counties surrounding North Carolina because it's pretty here. Get me home though. When me and Shank went to when we went to our herbalist up in South Carolina, baby, I ain't never seen so many cotton fields, so many buildings, the KKK church. It was just uncomfortable. It was just riding your skin starts to crawl into you like, we got enough gas, make sure we full. You know what I'm saying? Where's the camera footage? Why isn't it being released? Why? And let's go, Superwoman. Why is the camera footage not being released to the family? At least let them see. And why are y'all holding on to that autopsy, that medical? Give them that medical report. A resort that expensive is definitely gonna have cameras. Absolutely. He's in an African jail, if that's true. I know he's hollering. I think everyone should have a passport just in case we gotta get the hell up on the road. I'm staying here. My traveling days is over for me. I will get in. Let me tell you something. Harriet Tubman in that underground. Don't. Let's not start knocking our black people. You get what I'm saying? They said we need a stamp to get over there. They had to have passports back then. You heard me? We gonna make some shit shake. Somebody's gonna make some shit shake. Okay? We'll be fine. She was bragging on one of her platforms how good of a hacker he was. That particular day, he hacked the internet so that she could watch a movie and that's what I'm saying. When you are a hacker, you can do anything. Everybody said he was broke, but we don't know what he was doing to get finagle money and stuff. She said, we're gonna find a way. That's what I'm saying, Nurse K. That's what I'm saying. And I'll show bank accounts and stuff, man. It was some money going on, and somebody knew how to do some stuff. He knew how to do some stuff. The owner of the resort is in yeah, he's in it. Yeah. Come on, y'all. He frequents there. Demetri. So yeah, I'm gonna come back with the Celeste and David, y'all, tomorrow. I got some stuff to go take care of. You guys, make sure y'all go follow Nurse K in the chat. Make sure y'all go Samad to Samad, because Samad's gonna start uploading videos. Much success to her. in her channel. Also, go find follow DC the Purple Diva. Dr. Doc is in the chat as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. My girl Open Book for sure with this great commentary. My girl Shanitra Speaks. Hey, Big Op Skip, what's going on? Shout out to my Mo3 family for coming in through here today. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. The villa was not really that expensive. Research, it was only $5 a night. Really? But but Dr. Doc put our currency in here. Our money is different over there, right? They have to be friends to white men in Tanzania. They did say he was a YT. Yep, they did say he was a YT for sure. Now be good over here, Big Op Skip, okay? Scott, y'all, that's a troll. He troll hard too. Just want to give y'all heads up on what trolls do. He troll hard too, okay? But you know, I think we'll be straight over here, okay? But yeah, y'all go keep up with them. Tisa Tales has been dropping every hour on the hour. Updates on it. Lionel B has definitely been dropping updates on it every second of the hour, keeping us updated. It was somebody that Leslie Bean put in her, Queen Sheba. I just got a little nose skill. You know what I'm saying? They get scared over her or stuff like that. $500 a night is expensive to me. Hell yeah. We looking on Groupon and shit down here. Tomorrow, you heard me? They wanted her to participate in some Diddy type stuff, but she refused. I think that's why they did that to her. Hey, Short Stack sis, what's going on? I think that's what it was too. I said a woman. That was my first thought. I told the group, I said a woman. This has to do with a woman. I said money in a woman. Money in a woman. Period. I'm standing on that. What's going on, Short Stack sis? But yeah, this is money in a woman. Make sure y'all drop Short Stacks link too, please. Drop sis link. Brother DJ be over there playing music on their channel. He said $5 USD is a listen. Look at the price though, y'all. What our money is over there, and they call it shillings. You go over there talking about you coming over tonight. You got my chillings. I'm gonna need my chillings before I come over there, and then you gotta send my chillings for my Uber and some more shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, but there's the currency, y'all. Y'all go look it up for yourself. Dr. Doc has been dropping a lot of insight on this case over there. You know what I'm saying? Nurse P, I can't wait for you to get your information and put it out. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Nurse K and Swag TV, my sister Swag for sure. Make sure y'all subscribe to her, but make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Nurse K really quick. DC the Purple Diva, her link was in the chat as well. Make sure y'all go follow my boy, Dr. Doc, okay? What happened, Dr. Doc? On the most recent Joe Budden podcast episode, Joe knew her very well and gave context to the type of person she was. And that's why I was saying she was in that, to me, that's an elite world on the black side of things. You know what I'm saying? The Joe Budden, the Kevin Gates, and the Boosies and stuff. And I got to go check that out. Thank you, Triple, for dropping that information. He said on Joe Budden's podcast, you guys go over there and check that out and see what context he gave of Ashlee. If y'all want to get to know more about Ashlee, hell, I think we know that Dear Joe is dark. He's got a lot of shit coming with him. You know what I'm saying? And he's in a different era of us. We'll never understand all that cryptocurrency. You really got to know about crypto and Bitcoin and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just know he was in some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? And to lose 100 million, again, y'all, we lose $100, we off the rocker, okay? We're talking about somebody that lost 100 million. So Ashlee was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he seemed like he had a fetish too. So until tomorrow, I'm bringing y'all some new content tomorrow, guys. So come back at 2 o'clock and enjoy the rest of y'all Friday, okay?
Breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. She's got a little something for everyone. got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an act too strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in, stay tuned, you'll never be the same. Miss Parker, the member, the name. Miss Parker, remember the name. So